All right, guys, 2 videos in one night. Everybody's having fun. All right, let's see here. We got some amazing breakthroughs to go through here. We're off the jack stands. Not only are we off the jack stands, the brakes have been bled, although I do have to go through it real quick and check one of the fittings on the master cylinder because I am getting a slight drip out of that, so I may have to redo that flaring there. I don't know. I might put some Teflon tape on it to seal it up that way, but for now, this is where she's gonna sit. And I took her up the road. I've got a video that I'm gonna post showing a burnout, actually 2 burnouts with the new posi. And oh my God, these trucks run so much better when you got a higher gear ratio because you're actually kind of more in the power band here. I understand these motors are supposed to be torquey, but they're just way more responsive when they got a higher gear ratio. This thing just rips. It's awesome. So yeah, that video was coming up. I'm gonna go and grab that off the GoPro tonight and probably slap it up there tomorrow. Threw the front tires on. Actually, I still got to take these tires off so we can mount the other wheels to it. So I'm not done here tonight. I've still got a few minutes to get things organized there. Obviously, everything's scattered around the bed. As soon as I hit the gas, everything just, you know, kind of flopped around there. What else did we do? Just driving it was an absolute treat. So I started cleaning up the inside a little bit so I can actually sit in it without sitting on tools and all that. Bled the brakes. Brakes feel all right. It's the best brake pedal that I think this truck has ever had since the day I bought it. So that's a good thing there. The only other thing that I was going to do was I bought the well nuts to install the visor, and that did not go according to plan whatsoever. It's awful. I drilled these 1/2-inch holes in the roof because the well nuts said they were 1/2-inch holes, and the well nuts do not grab the metal and expand at all. So I kind of had to cheat a little bit with some RTV, and I've decided to stay with the self tappers that originally held the thing in. So I'm disappointed because that seemed like it was going to be a good idea. Now all this is kind of ugly and it's drying, so I'll clean it up a little bit once it's done drying. Let's clear our TV because I don't want rain to get in it if I can avoid it. But look at the way she sits. I love it. Just the fitment is great. And this side is actually a little higher than the passenger side. So if we look at it from here, which I don't know how good this camera is going to show it at all, but she's got a lean to the right. And I know that these trucks naturally have a lean to the right because of the fuel tank, but this is something that I think is more torsion bar setting related than actual fuel tank related. Because if you look at it, the front tire tucks into that fender flare quite nicely with very little gap at all. And I think the driver's side has a little bit of a gap to it that needs to be eliminated. If you look, it's not sitting. This could come down probably about another 1/4 of an inch, you know, another 1/4 of an inch here, and be level. So you know, you can really, you know, the camera's not going to show it, but you can definitely see that she's leaning to the right ever so slightly. And I'd rather have it low in the front anyways. So these rear tires, the H233B strikes me as that it is a little wider, just because it fills out that fender well so much better than it did before. It looked like it was tucking before. Sorry about that. Out of focusness there. So the grand scheme of it now is that before I go home tonight, I'm going to jack these tires up, swap them with a set of rollers that I've got, and leave these tires where my buddy can just take them to work this week and swap them around. And then the next time we're out here, I'll just slap those on and we'll have a full set of these AR62 wheels, which are going to be key to how the truck looks and everything. So it was like a combination of awesome and a little bit of disappointment. I mean, I did make them look good. I at least got them to run down. They are tight. I mean, this thing is not going to lift up or go anywhere. It's pretty secure at this point, so it would probably take a pretty big gust of wind to rip it off. And at that point, what exactly am I going to do? You know, I'm kind of stuck at that point. I really want to get it out of this garage though, because the moisture that's in here is just, it's eating this truck pretty quickly. So the faster I can get it out, the faster it'll just be in the air, you know, with air moving or wind moving over it to dry it out, because the concrete here kind of retains moisture. This room kind of retains moisture. But overall, I think this is going to be an awesome ride. I think it's great to see that this area where it's been since October is now an open spot. I'm going to be working on another project this summer. I have a little race mower that I'm going to start building. It's actually, I've been working on it here and there for the last year or so, but this year I'm going to weld up some pieces to make it go. And I bought the new toolbox. This is the new toolbox here. So I'm going to just spend a little bit of time just getting everything organized and out of the way, so other things can happen while I'm not here, and figure things out. Oh, the exhaust system. I still have to build that. I have not built that yet. I took the pipes off. It actually doesn't sound too bad, straight piped right now, but of course you do want to have a muffler on it, because then the police won't bother you as much, and I don't want to be bothered too badly. But I think that overall the look is just totally killer. It's got a retro slash tubbed slash, you know, we dug this out of the weeds kind of look to it. And yeah, it's comfortable to drive. Coming up and down the road, it's not as stiff as as one would think it would be for what I've done to it. It's compliant. And we did rip it around a corner, a dirt corner there, and it held the line pretty nicely. And it's snotty. Since the power band is raised up with this axle ratio, it's snotty. You can hear it in the video that I'll post that I took from the tailgate of us doing some burnouts with it. So cool. I'm looking forward to it. Once again, I want to thank you guys. Cool. Episode 21, I guess this is what this is. 21. Got some fine-tuning stuff that I got to do to get this totally done. And then hopefully we'll be ready for our little journey out to Ohio. I still got to get the truck titled, registered, inspected, insured, and everything, so we can actually get it officially on the road. But we're very, very close. I'm happy that I was able to take it up and down the road at least. So now it's just got to be sorted out. And it also has to be aligned. So if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment down below, or just shoot me an email at nissanrallycrosstruck@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to try and answer any questions you guys got. Otherwise, the build is also being talked about in a thread on infamousnissan.com. I try and do updates there. So, and there is also my Instagram, which is rainmaker_D21. Lots of pictures of this truck there. So cool. Thanks for checking it out. Have a great night.